This winter, we've spent a lot of time cleaning stones, but before we get to the next steps for that project, we have something else we need to cover up and pick up. But as you'll see, nothing goes as planned. It's literally pouring down rain. Ah! We're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married and after 8 years of van life, found our dream property and moved across the globe to Portugal, where we're now documenting the journey of transforming this historic watermill into our very first home. Now, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. Let the adventure begin.
So if you've been following along and watching all the excavating we've been doing around here, you'll probably question, why are we digging another canal in front of the house? Well, that's because the oven that we'll be using in the kitchen is a propane gas oven, and we need a line that will go from where it's been connected right behind those mill wheels over there out to a box that will be here housing a couple propane bottles. And Nelson's now making that canal so that we can get that connected as one of the final lines and part of the systems for continuing the build of our house.
I love watching Nelson work. Although I was so happy to have like a flat area out front of the water mill.
Yeah, the box will be made here. It'll be a big box.
Okay, so it's not yet underground, but soon the box for the propane tank will be over here. Exactly. A safe distance from the house.
Time to get shoveling and fill this canal. been a long day. We got a lot done. Brittany's here, the kitties are here, and they tend to like the canal full of sand.
They love sand. This is so that the line is cushioned, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so no rocks are pushing up against it. It gives it some padding for protection since it's gas going through it.
It's amazing to think of all the things that are going to be underground now.
Yeah, there's so many little intricate things.
Before it was just dirt.
Just dirt. That made this property really easy. Anytime we wanted to excavate, we knew there was nothing existing already in the land.
Yeah, that is not the case anymore.
Nope.
Well, it's super peaceful out. It's chilly.
It's a cool, crisp night. The stars are about to be out. Hello, ladies. Did you have a good run this morning?
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was lovely. It warms up in the sun. It's very cold before that sun rises. Whew. But by 8:30, the sun's over our hill here, and the kitties are like meditating, just waiting for that sun.
Well, you ready to get finishing up one of our canal projects?
Yeah, we have to put in the propane line.
Exactly. We got to get it untwisted and put through the sleeve of the tube, and then sand coating it all around for protection.
All right, well, I'll eat breakfast, dressed, and I'll be up there.
All right, see you out there.
Well, I just finished getting dressed, ready to help Drew. It is literally hailing. This project might have to wait for another day. Look at the pool. Oh, you're so smart. You love our rain cover. Yeah, I love how much more dry space we have with this deck and the shade structure. Good girl. You wanna go inside? Smart kitty. You gonna stay there when I do this? Yeah? Anybody else's pets love to be in the bed when you're trying to change the sheets? I'm sorry, Nino, but I gotta do that. I can't work outside, I gotta do something. Yeah, I gotta do something useful. Oh, but you're so cute. Oh, Ninosh. This looks like a job that's gonna have to wait a little longer too. I guess I'll make the bed a little bit later. And while we wait for the rain to subside, we would like to thank the sponsor of today's episode, and that is Bluetti, who you have heard us love on before, but they make the best green energy solutions. And right here we have the tiny but mighty AC70. It comes in at weighing just 22.5 pounds.
You don't even need me around to lift it up.
It is really easy for me to bring this at various parts of our property. With a total AC output of 1,000 watts total, plus all of the outlets that you might need, it would make an amazing asset for power outages. I've also read that people who use CPAP machines have been able to enjoy the outdoors with more freedom and confidence. And for us, we love using it to recharge batteries, the drill, a whole bunch of things. So with all of our camera batteries, you can hear the hum of the drill battery. It is outputting 300 of power there. But what really impressed us about this little unit is how fast it charges back up. We are powering up our AC70 via our Bluetti AC300. So this big boy right here is plugged in through the little side outlet here. You can also recharge via solar panel. You can also recharge in your vehicle, since this makes a perfect little companion for camping trips or car trips. And with 448 watts of AC power pouring in, I love that it tells us that it will take 0.7 hours until this is fully charged. Bluetti's portable power generators are powered by lithium iron phosphate batteries, which are much more temperature stable and much kinder to our environment. So we would like to encourage you to check out the plethora of products that Bluetti has to offer you by clicking our link below. Plus, if you're looking for more power, with every AC 300 or AC 500 that are purchased, Bluetti donates a solar power system to an African family in need.
How cool is that?
So cool. Well, the rain stopped.
Hey.
Oh dear. Drew's taking a bathroom break. And soon he'll be taking a lunch break, and I think, yeah, the blue skies will let us finish our job for the day. Our blue sky has returned, and we are back in the trenches. Mr. Adventure, what's the plan?
So the other day I picked up this. It's our gas line, and this protective coating for the gas line. We've got our trench dug, our sand laid out, and the idea is we open this up and feed it through the protective tube and then get it laid in the trench, put some more sand over the top, and eventually the gas man will come and he will do a joint weld on the copper inside of this, connecting it to the tube that's on the outside that connects to the wall where our oven eventually will go here in the kitchen.
Oh, what an exciting day that will be. I can just see it now. A nice big oven for pizza nights.
I was thinking gourmet pies.
It's hard to want to cook gourmet in our tiny miniature kitchen, so I cannot wait for the day we are finally living in the mill. Not only a bigger kitchen, a bigger bed, lots to look forward to.
So I think the big challenge with this is going to be uncoiling this tube right here, because it's metal, and that's why there's two of us, 4 hands, 2 tubes.
We got to lay that out straight.
I know. I think we're going to lay this out and figure out an exact distance, which I think is about 15 meters, 45 feet, to connect this spot to that spot where the eventual box for the propane will go. And then once we have this put out, we'll then thread that through.
So we strung it out all along the trench. Over here reaches all the way to the wall of the house. And Drew's cutting the red tubing. And then I think we're going to be able to slide this metal wiring through. Wiring? I don't know what to call it. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. I mean, this is heavy. It's got to be like 10 pounds. Ay, ay, ay. We just had a brilliant idea. Now that we've measured out the red tubing in the trench here, and we have started uncoiling the metal propane line, we've realized it would be so much easier if we fit it through that tubing on our flat terrace up here. So I think it's gonna be a lot simpler than we anticipated. Hopefully, anyway.
So now that we have the red tube laid out, I just walked it out. It's 16 meters. So we have maybe 1 extra at the end, which is perfect.
Nice.
Let's take the gas tube.
Yep.
And let's lay it out straight so it unbends, and then we'll just slide it right through.
All right.
And it should be like,
Look, Mina's coming to help.
need all the help we can get.
Oh, you're the best little helpers.
We're making sure no mice are hiding in our
Tubes.
red tubes.
Yeah. Right, baby? Good girl. We taped off the end so no dirt gets in either end.
Nice and easy. Gentle, not so hard.
Kitty entertainment. She's having too much fun down there with the rocks.
You're a highly distracted worker.
I am. You know, one thing that drives me crazy is that like people are allowed to be like so obsessed about their dogs, but you become obsessed with your kitties, or like you talk about them a lot and people are like, are you gonna be the crazy cat lady? And it's like, so what if I am? I love them. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Be crazy about our pets, regardless of what they are?
Monkeys, gerbils,
Yes.
parrots.
All the things. Just love them as much as you possibly humanly can.
She's listening to you.
I love you. Yes, I do.
Yes, you. All right, let's get this red one pulled way out that way, and then we'll just slide it on like a sleeve.
Okay.
You can set that down. Actually, just bend it out straight a little bit.
I feel like I'm slowly giving it the tension it needs.
Hercules. You're so strong.
There we go.
All right. I think it'll go on pretty easy. I mean, like,
I'm hopeful.
that's like 4 times the size of that white tube.
That's great.
It's a 1x15, and I believe this is like a 30 or 40 in diameter. That's millimeters we're speaking. Okay, tell me when to stop it.
Little bit. Just a little bit. That's it. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna jiggle if it gets caught. I'm gonna walk this way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You just turn the feeder. That's why being straight helps a lot in flat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a much better idea.
Including friction.
Look at this. We did it. Ah, there we are. We're not even sure if this is required, like for safety measures, but for us, it makes us feel better. Are you supervising? Oh. See what we mean? They're just such happy distractions. Yes, you are. Okay.
This is an adventure.
Sorry.
Back to the job site.
Yes, we're gonna pull this down into the trench. And this is our setup for clamping the GoPro on. Joe has been requesting that we show more of how we get the different angles and what the behind the scenes of filming, you know, our lives is like. And this is just an example. Creative solutions for camera clamps.
You walk right in the trench if you want.
Okay.
Okay, that should be good. All right, let's chop this off. Can you hold right here?
Ooh, exciting.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna pull it over.
Yep, let's get in that corner.
So I've just sort of bent the end into a nook in the wall here because this stuff's gonna get like welded together there. And now we're just gonna cushion it in some sand. For the past few minutes we've been putting sand under. Drew's adding more sand for protection. It has since started raining again. We had to make sure that this tube hugged as far to the right as possible. So in the future, when we create stone stairs down to the stream, that wouldn't be in the way. Because how much would that have sucked?
Yeah, always got to be thinking ahead.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at her loving life inside of the mill already. I was telling Drew that once we live inside of the house, our world is going to be completely different. It's going to be such a different experience than what we've been living for the past nearly 2 years, living outside of the house. You know, it's going to just feel like worlds away from how we've been doing things. And I can't wait. You looking for mousies? All right, guys, until tomorrow.
That rain made a lot more work today. Look at our whole beautiful propane line canal. The sand all got swept to the bottom. That's the first rain we've gotten in such a long time, and it came at the worst time, pushing all the sand and moving it where we didn't want it to end up. Oh, it's like all stuck down here in the curve. You have to shovel it back up. Well, I'm over in this corner. A lot of you guys had mentioned when we covered in the septic box with all that granite and the drain tubes that are in there about the moisture going into the lower bathroom over here against the wall, and that we should have put some type of protection barrier. But the way we have it draining out seems to be working because it rained really, really hard. And if I look in the bathroom over here, might be hard to see, but there's no evidence of new moisture. Those are just past stains that were on the wall. So we definitely solved that issue. It was definitely something we didn't want to seal in the floors and continue unless we addressed that problem. So far so good. I'm feeling really good about that. And one more look out the window so you guys can see. Things are taking shape and things are looking good.
After reshoveling the sand back on top of the propane line, Nelson came to save the day, using the excavator to fill in the ditch, reassuring Drew that that was one job that would not need done again.
And just like that, Nelson's off to his next job. But he'll be back.
Wow, guys. Well, it looks like we might need Nelson to come back sooner than we expected. We had a huge earthfall, mudslidey thing happen here. Luckily, it did not block the tubes that help transport the water underneath and down to the stream. And it also didn't block the tube right up there. Let's go take a look from the top of the Grand Terrace. Hi, sweetie. So it looks like right here is where we had a bit of the shift that happened. It'll take a few more heavy rains before everything sort of settles into its place, but as of this time last year, these terraces didn't even exist. Everything appears looking solid. No major cracks on the surface, which is great. Although the water that travels down the ravine here did make quite an impression. So I'm guessing that Nelson will probably fill in all of these gaps with a lot of the earth that's down there. So grateful for Nelson. He makes our lives easier and our land better in so many ways. Hey guys, last minute thing that we gotta go pick up. This is definitely something that I cannot move on my own. We found it on Facebook Marketplace and I'm stoked. Can't wait to show it to you guys. Banana in hand, the pair drove their truck up to the Grand Terrace where they would connect the trailer and pick up their very heavy mystery item. One thing that I'll say to keep you guys guessing is that it is windproof, so it cannot be blown like anywhere, and fireproof. You're a pro at this by now. Something that we just noticed is the fact that when we go through the toll roads, we no longer hear the beeping sound, and that's because this main toll road that goes through, I think, just the south of Portugal.
Yeah, it traverses the Algarve, and it's called the A2, which is the toll road. It's free starting this year.
That's the best.
There's been groups advocating because they were upset that the tolls have been put in place and implemented in the first place, so they fought for years, and finally they won. And to add to that, we're a class 2 vehicle, which means we always got charged a bit more than like a small car. So even when you take me to the airport, instead of it costing about 5-6 euros one way, it's free. Winning.
Wow, exciting. One beautiful terrazzo table.
Super solid.
You guys, I love this. 4 benches. Thank you. Did anybody guess that it was a giant table like this? Luckily, these bench tops come off and we're gonna have to hope that we can fit it all in the trailer.
There's another couple that I want.
We got 6 pedestals. Heavy.
Alright, well he'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, we'll message you and
No worries, man, yeah. So you're going to maybe put some of these on the back?
Yeah, I want to put all of them back in here now.
Distribute it.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I mean, unless you're going really off-road, I don't think they're going to be very...
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be loved very much. I even love the color. It's like a, yeah, like a cream brown. Oh, look at this little system we got going on. It looks like we deconstructed a mini coliseum. And I'm not sure if you guys could tell by what was going on in the time lapse, but we are gonna have to come back. It's gonna require, I think, the guys guessed 5 people total to move that tabletop. That thing is huge.
yeah, really big.
I think you measured 160 centimeters in diameter. So we're gonna have to rethink where that's gonna go. So until tomorrow morning. One measuring tape. Good morning, guys. I just wanted to show you a few of the spots where we have considered putting our ginormous table and benches. I can't wait to get it here. Drew was riding with Vlad and our guys who helped us with the roof and all of the construction on the water mill to see if they might be available to help us move the table and the pedestal that it's on, because like we said, we're gonna need like 5 guys. I'm curious how much that thing weighs because it is massive. But this right here, this is one of the spots that we're considering. How nice would it be to like come out in the morning and have a nice cup of coffee there, because the sun does hit this area pretty nice and early. I unfortunately don't think that this spot is going to work because basically the center of the 160 centimeter table is right in this uneven spot here. So unless we fill that in, maybe one day we could move it here if we really wanted it here. Okay, on to the next spot. Where do you guys want a fun table to climb on? Right over there is another spot we've considered. But when it rains a lot, the water really does take over this zone. So I don't know, I think it would sink in too much. Also, how complicated would it be trying to get all of those heavy pieces down there? I don't know. I don't think that's gonna be where it goes. But where I think might be the best place for it, at least ultimately the best place. Oh, say hello to the mermaid. We are walking behind the mill right now over to what will be the patio out of our big double doors down here. Can't you just imagine when this whole pathway is paved and then we have a nice level back patio down here, that right there is where the table and benches can go. Let's go measure it out just in case. Thanks, baby. You helping? Can I help her? Well, I think that's a great solution, except for the fact that we might want to keep this open and accessible. And that table and bench situation is like It might take up this whole zone. On to the last location. Look at how cute Tom is in the flowers. Mr. Tom! So sweet. Here we are. I think this is the best spot for our table. Yeah. Some of you guys might remember this. This was our original camping spot where we had a Espiritu, our camper van. It already has the gravel, which will be great for the heavy table and benches to be able to sit on. It's already nice and level, and it's like a perfect little nook for reading and writing on our ginormous table, or enjoying meals with family and friends tucked away from the wind. Plus it like gives us a space to be able to be that's away from the home, away from the camper van. It's like its own little sanctuary up here. I feel like it is the perfect spot. And a major plus is that we already have the benches and all of the pedestals for the benches up here. We just left everything up here late night last night because it was too dark and there wasn't really a better spot to leave it all. But right here, can't you imagine it? A nice big table, the benches all around. I think it'd be quite lovely. And it seems like the kitties might enjoy a reason to spend time with us back up here again too. Now that we've explored all of the options together, I really think that now I feel like this is the perfect spot. It also honors like our first camping area. It's a nice space to be able to enjoy, and I think baby will be happy so that she can hang out on her little catio rooftop. All right, until tomorrow. That's exciting. Good morning.
Bon dia.
It's a very gray morning today, but we're off to meet Vlad and our crew who are going to be helping us get that extremely heavy tabletop and the pedestal.
Need some muscle power.
Yeah, we needed some guys, that's for sure. We got 3 of them, so in total...
5 guys.
5 guys. Is there gonna be
5 guys.
burgers and fries involved?
Are you cooking?
It's too early for that at least. But we're grateful to have their help and to get the job done. And the truck is here. I think that will be the perfect size. Removing the sliding doors.
Just careful. Yeah, I've seen.
Saying it's not wide enough this way. It's been raining this morning, so we're drying off the edges so their hands don't slip. And then we're gonna turn it and roll it and move the wooden planks along as it rolls.
Guess good thing it's not rectangular.
That's true.
Pass hard.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
Pass hard.
It's okay? Okay.
Push.
It's easy. Might have to just build little steps.
Yep. Careful. Let's pass the wood.
See that?
Those might really want to roll here.
Yeah.
Slow, slow, slow. Okay, move the wood.
Oh shoot, the tiles.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Woo. Well done. Yay.
On the step.
Doing great. Good job, guys. Good job. Yes, yes, you did it. Well, that was quite the experience.
Yeah.
We ended up accidentally cracking a little bit of the tile on the lip of the step. I thought it was the table, but luckily the table is in one piece.
Yeah, and Sam, who we got the table from, was super chill about it. He said he can easily cut out the tile and put a new one in. So
Yeah,
good thing we had 5 guys for that project.
and now we only have 4 guys because we're not bringing Sam back
That's a
home
good
with
point.
us.
That is a good point.
But I'm here. It should be an easier situation getting the table just off and onto the pedestal off the truck bed.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
The
I
hard
don't know.
part is done, in my opinion.
Yeah. But tap that like because that was a feat in itself. Good job.
Cheers, guys.
I would love a palm tree lined driveway one day. Well, we have arrived. We're gonna have to move out the trailer so the guys can put the table in place and then build the benches around it. Let's see if we can get this. Yes! ¿Quieres vas?
Es mejor
Sí.
mover vas primero.
Primero. Exactamente.
Talvez se podemos colocar em cima do balde.
Perfeito. A little more to this way.
Which, this way?
Pouco mais. Snacks for the workers to be enjoyed on the table. But with the amount of rain that's going on right now, I don't think anybody's eating outside. Wow. Come here. Look at this table.
Look at this, babe.
We've never had such a big table before.
We're sitting so far apart, too.
It's very wet.
It's very wet. We're gonna have wet bum bums.
I love our table. This might be its forever home. It's so pretty. It matches the gravel.
You know what makes me happy right now?
Huh.
Seeing you smiling ear to ear.
I am, even though it's like pouring down rain. It's literally pouring down rain. Ah!
We've had some of our best moments shared in the rain on this land.
I suppose.
It's so solid. Like, this thing's not going anywhere.
I know. We're very happy with our find. This was 250 euros.
270 euros, and we paid about half of that to get it moved.
Yeah, but it was worth it. Getting it here safely. Yeah. Oh, that's even better.
The reason the guy left it in the house who sold it to where we picked it up is because he didn't want to move it. So one man left a beautiful table for another couple to figure out the logistics to get it to their property.
And everything's nice and level. Every single bench is perfectly level. Well done. All right.
I just did a final sweep around to make sure that there was no issues with the edge of the table from breaking that step.
Oh, good. Okay.
So,
Time to take cover, babes.
all right.
We'll see you guys in the next one. We love you. Can't wait to share many sunny, beautiful moments and meals on that table with you guys and with you.
Living in my dreams, living in my dreams, living in my dreams, living in my dreams.